Aries, you've stayed too long, too long. And this message is going to be about the thing you don't want to leave, can't leave. We're going to figure it out today. Okay? All right. Good morning, Aries, and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name is A Goddess of Divine Reflections, and here we blend intuitive messages, tarot, and reflection. These are general readings, so take what resonates and simply leave what doesn't. Okay? So this is for August 2026. Before I ever touched the cards, this morning I spent time in meditation, and one message continued to come through. One word: stuck. If you hear my dog in the background, excuse me, because she has to come over and introduce herself. She all up under, and she ain't used to me doing this, but just don't mind her. That's not me huffing, okay? So before we begin, that's the question we're holding today. Where has Aries become stuck, and what is August trying to reveal about it? All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Now, before we do that, you're feeling this. I just want to sit with these meditations a minute before we start touching the cards. It's not necessarily physical. Nola, you are moving my table with your fingers. Come on now, you're doing too much. Go by your sister. Sorry, y'all. She just not used to this. When I'm on the phone, whatever, she has got to be around me, talking. Like, I don't know. She's very spoiled. She's still a baby, but she's a horse. Anyway, this is not necessarily a physical stuck, or it may not even be emotionally, mentally, spiritually, but it could be potentially. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for your specific story, but possibly within a relationship. But we're gonna see what the cards have to say. Um, This is a general read, so we're going to touch on love just only a little bit, and career wealth and whatever else wants to come out. But I'm going to see how those meditations relate to what did come out. This could be possibly within a situation you've outgrown. This isn't judgment, it's awareness. So just ask yourself, what have I stopped moving toward? Where have I become comfortable simply surviving? Am I waiting for something that requires my own action? Okay. So let's go ahead and pull your oracle first, and then we'll see what deck they lead us to. Oh, that's love. Look at you. See what I'm saying? You are heavy on the love energy right now. Okay? And you know, maybe you don't, but spiritually they're trying to tell you. Okay? So for a good bit of you, this is gonna be in regards to love. Spirit, give me a general oracle message for my Aries for the month of August 2026 in regards to whatever you'd like to tell them or say, but more or less about this stuck energy. Okay? Nola. I had her locked up in the last reading. Say hi. Say hi, Nola. It's cards. It's cards. It's just cards. Okay? Back up. You can't have them. She's a billy goat. She likes paper. You cannot get in the camera. They cannot see the cards. You have to move. Thank you. By the way, she's a Scorpio if anyone wants to know. So that could be significant. But we'll see what signs come out that is reconfirmed. Because she is in y'all's shit. Nola, an interruption. But this is the only one she's been out for, so we'll see. Growth. 32 is significant. And a number 5. Growth. Let me give y'all a closer view of that. That's pregnancy even, but it doesn't have to be a baby. It's time for you to grow something. It's time for you to birth something. Okay? So let's see what growth has or what's significant about growth for you in the month of August. So it says you are growing to trust yourself more. You are becoming more aware of your intuitive feelings and guidance. By allowing yourself the time and flexibility to acknowledge and honor these feelings, you are supporting yourself in having the most fulfilling life possible. Stopping to ask yourself how you feel about something, as opposed to what you think about something, can make all the difference. Sometimes what feels right may not be the next logical step, but inevitably it will be what is for your higher good. Okay? So let's see what deck. Oh, is this? Nope. Y'all tell me what y'all want today, and I love it for you guys. Okay? So we're going to go with this deck. We're going to put everything else to the side. When we're ready for any clarifiers and love, we're going to get there. Okay? Hold up. Shucks. Y'all was ready for those, boy. I'm telling you, I went straight to love. And I'm like, that's not the oracle. Let's see what everything has to say, but more than less, this love situation. Okay. Ooh, these are really nice to shuffle. I haven't shuffled these in a long, not a lot of them in a long time. I do have some working decks. This is not one of them that I use on myself, so I didn't realize how nice they are. Simple. Don't ask me names. I only know specific ones. If you want the name, I can post it in the comments if you're interested. This is a really good deck. For those who do tarot, okay? So we're starting off with the Empress. Mother energy. Mother energy. So definitely some energy around feminine energy, mother energy, the maternal, the female side. So for my men, this could be very significant to your mother, someone you may have made a mother, something of that sort. Okay. All right, we have Seven of Wands energy that could be supporting or crossing, but I really see a crossing energy at this time. And then a Five of Swords in your past or recent past. And then the Six of Pentacles in your recent or most recent past. So what this is saying to me is, first and foremost, with this feminine energy, there's an energy around defense mechanism. Seven of Wands suggests that you could be very defensive about something. You could be even having your guards up, but nonetheless fighting off something in a physical manner. This doesn't mean you're fighting or hitting someone. It's funny, this came up in the previous reading. Go check it out. I've only posted one. I'm not going to say the sign yet because I don't want to say signs just yet because I'm getting Aries energy. You're coming up in your own energy first and foremost, okay? But there are some other lingerings, but I'll see if it's supported. But you could be, when it comes to the feminine energy, in defense with that feminine energy. So for my men, you're fighting either your mom or the mother of your child, potentially girlfriend, whatever. But it has maternal energy around it. It could just be a person you're dating, dealing with, but it doesn't have to be. This is not just love, but y'all want to talk about it, so I'm going to talk about it. Could be on the job, but that's why I said feminine is just a female. Now for my women, same thing, right? But also it could be with self. Now in the past, this Five of Swords is showing up, and that's saying you're guarded mentally. So this is on your mind, in your mind. You've been heavily guarded in these upcoming months, coming into August. And then the Six of Pentacles has a connection with that. And I don't know if that's the overall energy and more recently you've become guarded, or the overall energy you've been guarded and more recently the Six of Pentacles where you have been penny pinching. Okay? And this is either asking for money from other people, people asking for money from you. Okay? But in that sense, you have been like, I'm not giving you shit if that's been a routine recently. Okay? These two I'm gonna pull together because that's something there. Oh shit! Wait a minute. Okay, we got a lot of going on activity. Okay, and now the people are starting to come in. But before I move too fast past this penny pinching energy, it's not about more or less you not having enough, but I just feel like this has a relationship to that stuck. Nola. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm putting up promise for y'all next reading. I want her to get used to it though, because but she constantly has to be near me, and near me is hitting my table. So, this strength card comes up next. Significant to all of this. You're trying to be strong. This is on your mind. It's mental energy. It's heavy strength. Where one of these energies like, I gotta be strong. I could get through this. And Spirit's telling you, no, get out of it. Whatever it is. Now, when it comes to mother dynamic, maternal, I'm not getting you having to get, you can't get out of a mother-daughter, mother-son relationship. That's not this. What I'm seeing is you may be in some kind of routine of either taking money or asking, because taking sounds a little aggressive, but take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I hope not. Okay. From your parent, mother, feminine energy, more or less, may not have to be. Okay. The science could definitely clarify that in a sense if it's not the mother. But it's this energy where if it's not a parent, it's a kid or dealing with kids when it comes to this penny pinching. He could be even dating a fucking child. Knowing that he's not or she's not a child, he's and or her is acting childish because you have to pay for that shit. Do you know who came to mind? Y'all, I'm sorry, and I'm just sorry. I'm a TikToker. Brene and Tim. Okay? That's what it's giving. And if you're trying to be strong in a situation similar to this, bitch, get out of it. Now, going forward, what tries to be on your mind but is actually a potential outcome is the Nine of Swords energy. Nine of Swords is you up at night, you can't sleep, you're restless. Even when you do sleep, you get up like you ain't slept at all, and you done got 8 hours at least. And it's like you can't get enough of rest because it's not about your body resting; it's about your mind. And when you sleep, your mind isn't resting. You're sitting here trying to figure it out, trying to be strong through whatever this is you've gotten yourself stuck in. And going forward, Six of Cups, something significant to children and our kids. This Six of Cups, but this could be going back in childhood or going back down memory lane energy. This is what you're feeling. You feel like the choices you have, especially emotionally driven, is connected to children. So maybe you're stuck because of some kids. Maybe you're stuck because, and if this has to do with a relationship, you may feel like you're doing this for the kids. But I also get this one significant story. This is not everybody. Where when these meditations first came in, the situation that surrounded it, these people don't share kids. Those are not one person's kids. It's not the Aries kids. It's the other person. That person say they've taken their hands off that kid situation, but I told them, I'm like, how could you? And you're still with them. What? You can't do that. It has to be an all or nothing. And that means that the kids are going to suffer. But when the Six of Cups comes up, I don't know what that memory lane is significant to. This could be something coming from your childhood traumatically is why you won't let go. Now, the Death card comes up and other people around you. This is an energy around something ending. Okay? They may fear in the month of August, they can see the end or a end of some sort. This is not to say it will happen. That's not your outcome. But you still have the choice to make and the decision to make. And maybe you've been given warnings, right? And I don't know if this is verbal, but this is a major card. So if they see and know the ending, or they feel like whatever it is, it has to do with the other person. Okay? This could be you and how you feel about them. Like, I'm ready to end this, but let's see what the outcome says. Before we get to the outcome, though, let's see what your fear or wish is for the month. Just because of you being in this doesn't mean you wish for it to end. And Spirit's telling you it must end, but that doesn't mean everybody feels it. This could be your first warning. You may have already known or had signs and symbols, but everybody don't see them. Okay, what you fear, I doubt. What you hope and wish for is the sun. This is success. This is happiness. This is all things working out. All things, not just in relationships, not just in finances, all things. Okay? And your outcome, however, is the High Priestess. That's a good card. This is guidance. This is you. I'm gonna clarify it because to me, this is you taking your advice from wherever it came. And I don't feel like it's only gonna come from one place. I do believe this may be multiple places. And in the month of August, you're like, you know what? This message, it's about the core message and not the messengers, right? Has been the theme across several trusted people, several trusted individuals. And now here you run up across this message accidentally. Not. Okay? So, is it about love? I don't know. But I will say this. It is definitely about people. It is definitely about endings of some sort. And it's significant to a read I just did with Gemini. I'm going to just bring them up now since we're going to start talking about people. Now, do I see a Gemini? No. I see Leo 2 times. I see Aries and or potential Pisces energy. Potential. Um, I see Scorpio. And Aries, Virgo, or Pisces again. So those are the energies I see. Doesn't mean that there's no Gemini energy here. Because if you go and look at their reading, they had energies about endings of some sort. They also had a third party. So say for instance, this is the daughter, the mother and or father of your child, then they are not the main parties or stories. Sorry again, guys. That's the thing going on. So the main parties here are the Leo 2 times. Aries has come up. Pisces, Aries, I think, and I'm always gonna think, unless it's an Aries situation, it's you itself. Also with the Pisces, it's come up twice on a light side. I think this is more of the mentor energy, but it could also be self as well. Because it's all both these Virgo, Pisces, Aries are around a feminine energy. The Leo came up twice. That's very heavy on Leo. So I would definitely say Leo or Scorpio if we had to go for a person, right? I'm going to clarify each of those signs, but I'm also going to clarify the High Priestess because it's the outcome. Did you take your advice? And it doesn't matter, like I said, who it came from. The advice is, did you get out of that stuck place? The stuck place doesn't have to be just a relationship. And that's what I wanted to say in the beginning because although love keeps coming up, heavy on love, getting out the stuck place could be with the baby's mother or the baby's father. That's hurting the relationship. So that's what I meant by that other party doesn't have to be a primary person in the reading, so their sign may not be showing. But, heavy on the but that could be where the ending is. Ending this shit. And that's what had the significance in Gemini's reading of, we need to end this baby mama, baby daddy drama. It's fucking up too much. His money and her relationship support systems, and what else was it? Career. Shit, it was messing up everything for everybody. Let me say this, because of the third parties. Now, I don't get a third party energy in your read more than I get a defense. There's a lot of defense, strength, trying to stay strong. The Aries told me yesterday, girl, I'm just loyal and loyal to default. Duh. Yes. To the point where you would you die for your loyalty? And that is very, listen, that can be seen so many ways. Kid, parent, relationship. I get it. I get it. But is that more than self-preservation? That's what this is to me. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You this may speak to you differently. Now, as far as this Empress energy, 8 of Pentacles, this is you. You're studying, you're meditating, you're praying, whatever that looks like for you, okay? Whatever your lane of spirituality or Christianity is, you're doing your work. This person could be, if it isn't you, the Aries and or Pisces Virgo, a mentor, a teacher, a guide, of whatever that looks like. Now, when it comes to the first Leo energy that came up, it's the 3 of Wands. This looks like business. This looks like somebody at work or a partnership. Okay? Again, doesn't look like relationship. So that's the first one. But there's 2 Leo energies that came up, and they could both share 2 different positions. So it could be a Leo at work or in career, and then it could be love on the other side. But we'll see what that hat shows up next. Now, for the Scorpio energy, too fucking much. Too much. We're not taking all that. They're trying to talk themselves out of this death because it did come up. The Scorpio energy around a death energy. So let's not denote that. The world and the sun. But they're highly aspected with positive energy. So this Scorpio, I don't know. We have to dive deeper into that in love readings. So now that I have returned, guys, I will be doing monthlies every month. Coming into the month we're going into like August 2026, and then weekly thereafter, which next week you can bet, and we'll take a vote, and I'll post it in the chats. Either we're going to do love readings for the week, or we're going to do money, wealth, and our career. So whatever you want to see next week, you can post it in the chat now to kick it off. But I will start taking a tally on which I want to see next, and then we're going to go forward with love and money, or vice versa. And then the final week will be what did you miss in the month of August, and or what did you not get, or maybe it didn't even come up, and we just maybe spirit. There's so much other stuff that now that you fixed that already, maybe you got your homework done quick. This is what we need to get now. So I wanted to reclarify the death card, and I got the Ace of Swords. Clarity. You will get clarity around this situation. And also when it comes to the clarity, it does give you a great ending when it comes to this Scorpio. So we'll talk more about that in the love read. If it is love, I don't know. It could be on two different fronts. But now I'm going to read the final Leo. And then you got another energy, this High Priestess I wanted to read in your outcome. But Eight of Swords, this Leo looks like they're giving you, to me, it's a mentor. I don't find a Leo as a relationship either. But it's a mirror energy. So if this is a relationship aspect or person or party, they're mirroring something in you, even if this is a person that endings may need to happen with, that's why you're a part of this journey together. It's, everybody is a lesson. So whatever it is you find to be the problem in y'all situation, you have to turn that mirror on yourself and say, okay, well, what am I missing? You might say, oh, they'll just take us. All they want is my money all the time. When we come to the Six of Pentacles, bitch, you give too much. When you don't know how to say no, oh, I'm sorry, y'all, I cuss. So that's why I put no kids. And also, I love readings. At some points when I go live for readings, I have explicit decks. So if you don't know me, get to know me, because I'm being good this morning. It's Monday. The Empress comes up with the High Priestess again. We have 3 pregnant women on this board. Okay? That does not mean you're pregnant, for those who can't get pregnant. That doesn't mean the desire is not there. That doesn't mean, and it's not 3 pregnant women. Let me correct that. There's 1 with the growth card. There's 2 here with the Empress. Right? And then we have this High Priestess and this Empress again, who also symbolizes fertility. She doesn't look pregnant on this card. So actually, we do have 3 pregnant women. She just doesn't show pregnancy in this card because this card emphasizes more on the feminine energy than the pregnancy. But you have 3 pregnancy energies here. That's triple that. If you are not pregnant or not trying in the month of August, this is just a final warning, okay? And especially with this stuck energy, don't get stuck like that. What? Now, but we'll talk about that a little bit more. I'm not clarifying that no further. But we are going to close with your love card, Ten of Swords, ending mental. Okay, and I do know somebody who's trying to get pregnant by the worst possible opportunity. You can't want pregnancy that bad. I would support something that I haven't supported in a long time. All right, we ain't gonna get there. That's too much. It's Monday morning. All right, see how fast y'all want to talk about love? Secret admirer, Aries. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. I think that's in both with the current relationship and potential another. Now, let's speak to the singles couples, and nope, that's for love. I can't do it. Take it how it resonates, leave with the other. But I'm going to say this in real quick closing. When it comes to my singles and when it comes to my couples, it is going to look different for you, because the secret admirer for my couples, there is someone on the outside wanting you. For my singles, you do have someone that's in your vicinity that's a potential, but that doesn't mean go. We'll talk more about it in love readings, like I said. But Aries, thank you so much for allowing me to spend this time with you. If the message resonated, let me know in the comments what stood out to you. I genuinely enjoy seeing how these readings connect differently for each person. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss the upcoming monthly readings, weekly readings, and our deeper dives into love, wealth, and career. Until next time, continue trusting your intuition, continue choosing your growth, and remember, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I'll see you in the next reading.